We're outside the Prosthetics and Orthotics department at Texas Scottish Rite Hospital. This is a highlight if you come for a tour of the hospital, so we want to give you a behind-the-scenes look. Let's head in. I want to introduce you to Don Cummings. He's the director of the Prosthetics department down here. Don, what's going on today?
Hey, how are you? I'm working right now on a prosthesis for a patient with an above-knee amputation. So this is the socket, the knee, and a prosthetic foot. I have to set this up in a stable position to make sure that the knee is in the right spot and this reflects more or less their alignment. This is a arm prosthesis for somebody who's tumbling. She can interchange this so that if she wants to use another device like this little hand so that she can do some handstands. It's just a very flexible device.
So there are lots of rooms down here where you do all these different things. Let's head to one of the other rooms.
All right, so this is our transfer room, which means we're taking the alignment of the prosthesis that we made with the patient walking on it, and then we want to lock that into place with this jig. So this lets us lock in the socket with this device. We can lock in the knee position and the foot position, disassemble everything, and put them back together in the final alignment that we originally had with the patient. We could make a soft foam cover like this one. We could do more of the robotic look with carbon fiber components, or we could do more of a hard outer shell that's more of the heavy duty type system. Put in whatever knee is appropriate or whatever foot is appropriate, finish it out however the patient wants it. So it's really up to the patient's choice, but this jig allows us to keep all of the relationship that we established originally and then put everything back together so it's just like it was when we originally fitted it. So now we want to fabricate it, but we still want to make sure it stays in the same position it was when we fit it. So from here we'll go out to our lab, and that's where the technicians would take it and actually do the cosmetic finishing. So we have a lot of other rooms that we can go visit.
So those are some fun highlights. Let's check that out.
Okay.
Okay, this looks like a fun area.
Yeah, this is where we get to make a lot of dust. So this would be a cast that we've taken a mold of the patient and we've filled it with plaster. Now we're sculpting that down to design the best socket for the patient. After this is done, then we would make a clear plastic socket over that, which we then actually go and fit the patient with.
So Abigail, you're kind of taking things away here.
Right, so I'm taking away plaster in areas where there's soft tissue and they can tolerate some pressure, and then I'm adding some plaster in areas where there's bony prominences.
Very cool. Don, what's next?
Next, we'll go to the oven room, and the oven room's where the technicians would make that clear plastic socket that we then can fit the patient with. So you want to go take a look?
Yeah.
All right.
So this is the oven room.
Yeah, this is the oven room where we do all kinds of fabrication of the clear plastic sockets that we might use for prostheses as well as for braces. A lot of our braces are made out of thermoplastic. So this is Monique. She's a technician here in the department, and she's going to be fabricating the clear plastic test socket.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about this, Monique. I hear you're the expert here.
Well, I appreciate it. I've been doing this for a few years, so I've had my experiences.
Okay, can you walk us through what's about to happen?
Sure, of course. I've already got this set up. We've got some clear plastic in here. It's going to end up kind of looking like glass at the end, so you can see right through it for the patients. We're going to heat it up in our big oven. It's a big convection oven, so you're going to see it kind of droop down as it sits in the frame.
So the plastic is in the oven. Walk us through what happens next.
Okay, the plastic's in the oven. The heat and the wind are going to kind of make it form into a blister. Then we're going to flip it over and bring it over here to our mold. We're going to droop down the frame, and hopefully the vacuum will kind of help it suction to the mold.
Thanks, Monique. And Don's back with us. Don, there's one more area you wanted to show us.
Yeah, I think now we should go to our lamination area, our fabrication lab, and see what the technicians do to finish out the prostheses.
Let's check it out. So where are we now, Don?
All right, well, this is our remote fabrication lab, and this is where the technicians can do all of the fabrication of and assembling of prostheses, and they do some orthotics here as well. So I'd like you to meet Chris Gearinger.
Sure.
Chris is a prosthetic orthotic technician, and he oversees the lab function over here. And I think he can tell you more than I can about what they do over here in fabricating prostheses and orthoses.
Chris, you want to walk us through?
I will. Like Don said, we do most of the fabrication here in the outside prosthetic lab. Let me just kind of show you where the laminations are done. Yeah, this is where we do all our laminations in this room right here. Flesh color pigments anywhere from color 1 through 18. We try to match it as close as possible. We also do some colored pigments over here. Blues and oranges and reds and yellows and whites and blacks.
So these are the colors the kids can pick?
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Let's go over to the transfer room and I'll show you a little bit over there. Okay, this is our transfer room, and again, this is where we do the bulk of our fabrication. Philip, one of our technicians here, is finishing up a leg, getting it ready to laminate. What Philip has done is he's transferred this in one of our vertical transfer jigs. He's attached a ankle block, foamed it, and now he is basically shaping it, smoothing it up, and getting it ready to laminate.
Thank you, Chris. Anything else?
You know, this is just a little bit of what we do here. Don, is there anything else you want to add?
I think you got a good overview of what the prosthetics department does. As you can see, it really takes a team of a lot of different people with a lot of different skills and talents. And what we're all about is making the best possible device we can for the patient. So that's really what we're all about.